Morning, guys and gals, boys and girls. Ain't that pretty? All them white trees. Truck just drove by, obviously. But the frost is heavy today. Holy jumpers. We had a little bit of rain last night. Not much, just enough to make things a little slick. Never really had any snow, just this heavy frost here rolled in here this morning. It's probably gonna, by the looks of things, it's gonna stick around all day, but it's too hard to tell at this point. Anything can happen with this fog and whatnot. But it is friggin' foggy. Like, visibility is 250 yards clearly. You can just kind of sort of make out those trees way out there. Not that one at the tip of my finger, my red gloved finger, or that one, or that one, or that one. Beyond that, you can just kind of sort of make those out. Try and blow you up a little bit. Zoom in a little more. That's about 250 yards. Anyways, what's going on? Well, choring is all done. I just started a fire in here. There we go. I had a couple guys ask about if we had a wood burner in our shop. And yes, we do. This is it right here. This thing. It is old. This thing is very old. So this thing used to be the wood burner for a hospital, I believe in the Cupar area of Saskatchewan. It is a Donnelly Brothers made in Cleveland, Ohio. You don't get them like this anymore. But it had a brick liner. You can see about 2.5 inches thick, all the way around on the inside, all the way, the whole bloody thing. So the metal on the outside, like this part here, is not really all that heavy. You look right there, it's like 1/8. That's it. The top edge, same thing, but it's all got that brick liner. I knocked the brick out here, and I put these pipes in to act like a heat exchanger. This part here all came with all of this, it's all got that brick liner. You get absolutely no heat. Like here, when this fire is rolling super hot, you can touch this thing anywhere except like here where I knocked it out. Where I knocked the liner out. You can't touch it there. It gets pretty warm. Then I did not have the proper piping. So this is like a 10-inch piping that comes out of here. So I built this box and I made that, which goes right up. And then I got an insulated chimney on the top, sitting on the top. So that pipe there, that's actually a grain auger piping. This box is fucking heavy. It's all 1/4 3/8 plate. It's got a clean out door on the backside, which hasn't exactly been used. I think I opened it once and cleaned it once. So, little damper hole right here. That's been modified a little bit by myself. So with those pipes, that's the pipes right there. The fire is starting to warm them up a little bit. They go right through to this other side, into this box area. I made this tin box, so to speak. And I put this fan on the backside, this old furnace fan. And that's how we get the majority of our heat comes off of those heat exchanger pipes and out this side. So once those pipes get red, she'll pump out a shitload of heat, this thing. But anyway, so there's our wood burner that's in the shop right there. It works. I ended up having to put a pipe on this box here, a support pipe that runs down to the floor, down to there, just because it's so goddamn heavy. And then that piping, that grain auger tube, it'll get pretty warm also, and that fan up there helps blow the heat off of the piping into the shop so it doesn't all get lost out the roof. So yeah, so what are we doing here? Well, this one I gotta weld all these bars in. They're just tacked in for right now. Then flip it over, weld everything on the other side, then grab this, move it off to the side, and build the next half. So that's what's going on. So for any of you newcomers, this is gonna be a round bale feeder. It's 21 foot long on the inside. It's a 3 bale feeder. Bales are basically 6 feet, 72 inches, so 6 feet. In most cases, 5 foot wide by 6 foot high. So it'll accommodate 3 5x6 bales. Yeah, I make them 21 feet, so that's 3 spots of 7 foot by 7 foot. It'll be 7 foot wide on the inside measurement and 21 feet long. So it gives you three spots of 7 by 7. And I'll try and bring you along as we go. So if some of you remember, it's 2 2x6s for the skirting, like those two guys right there. They bolt into the flat bars right there. Gives you a 17-inch skirt. Headstall space is 18-inch on center, except for this last 2. So 18 inches from that, measured from the end to that bar, to that bar, to that bar. It's 18 inches all the way down until we get to this bar. This bar is measured 17 inches from center point of this bar to this one, and then it gives us 17 to the edge there. Works out pretty good that way. So yeah, I guess she's 5 feet high, and these bars, for anybody that's wanting to build their own, are 39 1/4. This is 2 3/8 used oil field pipe. So with no more further ado, let's fire up that Lincoln and get to friggin' welding here, right? We'll talk to you guys later. Alrighty guys, well that one's all welded up, but I actually got to spin that sucker around when we go to put the 2 sides together. My flat bar is on welded this side, which would make it the wrong direction for the boards, unless we build this one opposite to that one, and then you carry that one over the top and then stand this one up. It's a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and it doesn't matter what we do, one way or the other, that one has to get moved to the far side. So yeah, fun, right? But my main frame for this wall is tacked, so I just gotta square it. So when I square it, we basically run a tape measure right there, inside corner to inside corner, and then inside corner to inside corner, and if those are the same, you know you're square. If we're out by 1/8 of an inch, it's no big deal. It's a friggin' round bale feeder that's gonna get picked up and slammed around by cows and picked up by tractors or zoom booms, forklifts, whatever, right? She's gonna get beat up. It doesn't have to be 110% square, but relatively close would be nice. We're not building a house or a condo or a football stadium, and none of those things are square, believe me. The brand new houses built today, in today's standards, is a friggin' joke as far as I'm concerned. So, anywho, it's going on 1 o'clock, so I'm gonna go have a coffee. Tristan is here. We'll go shoot the shit with him for a bit, and then we'll come back to the shop and get back to work at wall number 2. Talk to you later. Alrighty guys, so we're in the shop here with this round bale feeder. So when you're building these things, at least the way I do it, because lots of times I'm all by myself. So when you got something that's 21 feet long and weighs how many friggin' hundreds of pounds, you don't want this son of a bitch to fall on top of you, right? So we got to brace it up. Right now it's hanging off the winch to the roof. So we got to get this standing up level. And we want to make sure that not just are we level, but it's going to be stable. I'm in luck here today because CP's here and she's powerful. She's a very powerful woman. She can hold this thing straight, right? You're gonna hold the pipe. You're gonna hold my pipe. So basically what I do to stabilize it, get a couple of scrap 2.5, 3 foot long chunks of steel, weld them on either side of the center point and angle them to the floor, and that'll hold it stable enough until I get other stuff in place.
That side's too wide.
Here you go. Right here. We gotta level it.
This side's too wide.
This side's too wide? What are you talking about?
It narrows up over here.
I ain't worried about that. You just make the other side the same width as this side. But we're really angled really bad right now, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll let you guys go because I got to do some welding and I don't want to wreck the phone with spatter. So I'll bring you back here in a little bit. Alrighty guys, so we got both our sides standing up straight. And then I put the top, well, I generally put the bottom rail across the very bottom on both ends right there. And then we do the top rail, like this one here, and the top one over there. And then you run your tape measure and you cross measure from corner to corner. In this situation, it's 266.5 inches. 266.5, both directions. We got her bang on. And you just pull it one way or the other way with a ratchet strap. Easy peasy. Now I'm gonna weld all of these guys into place, all 4 corners, and then we'll put this bar that gets mounted at this point on either end. That way she's solid and she ain't gonna go nowhere. Bring it back in a bit. Alrighty guys, she's coming along. All the bars are in. All the up and down stanchion bars are in, or headstall spacing bars. All the cradle bars are in. I gotta cut 2 pieces of steel. Goes from this rail, this up and down, this vertical right here in the middle, and run it across to the middle bar, and then one from the far side coming across to the middle bar. And then after that, we flip her up on her side so we can weld the undersides. I don't do the overheads. It's lots more solid if you could do a vertical, horizontal, or a flat. But the overhead, is it just me or what? I don't know, but yeah. And it looks like I missed these ones here, so I got to get those welded in on the bottom. It's welded there, welded there. So just about got her cased, guys. Anywho, I'll bring you back when she's done. Talk to you later. Alrighty guys, so we got our two pieces in here, obviously. I just flipped it up on its side. So now we gotta weld the underside in here, there, over here on our cradle bar, all the way across on the underside on the cradle bar, and then on our divider, 7-foot divider stabilizer bars, down there, up there for on that one, and that one over there. So there's like 2, 4, 6, 8, approximately 8 welds to be done, and then she is done and ready to go out the door. So let's get at her, right? Bring you back in a bit. Alrighty, so that's all done. This is a done feeder. Woo! So I don't know if I said this before, but on this end, on the very end, I don't generally put a bar at an angle in the cradle part, right on the end here. I go to the second stanchion spot, let these cows reach a little farther. These bars are generally 39 1/4 if everything is just perfect. Sometimes it's as much as 39 1/2. You could be out with your top bar or this bar a little bit. These bars are basically 62 1/4 inches. Sometimes when we build these, I'll put 2 bars in the cradle. So we'll put it right in line with this stanchion bar, and then another one right in line with this stanchion bar up here. So there would be two bottom cradle bars, rails that go all the way across, and then that would change your length of your V cradle bars, obviously. So, but this feeder in particular is 21 feet long by on the inside measurement by 7 feet wide on the inside measurement. So outside measurement, she's basically 21.6 and 7'6", more or less. So yeah, we just gotta get it the hell out of the shop and get it on that trailer. So let's get at her. We'll bring you back in a minute. Alrighty, there she is on the trailer. She's all strapped down, ready to go. I gotta get a hold of my customer that ordered it and see if he's gonna be around. Who knows, maybe even this weekend, or otherwise next week. But there it is, another round bale feeder. I think I got all the measurements in there for you guys. If anybody's out there that wants to attempt building it themselves, have at her. You just got to get the steel and have a welder, a bunch of rods or MIG, a bunch of wire and gas. You'd be good to go, golden. Anywho, give us the old thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and fun. Let's get her done. We'll catch y'all later. And oh yeah, take a look up there in the big sky behind me. What is that out there? The sun is friggin' shining. Holy crap, can you believe it? Later.